In this video, we will examine the three major inspections that occur during a standard real estate purchase transaction and what veterans need to know: the home inspection, the appraisal, and the pest inspection. It might surprise you to learn that the VA does not require a home inspection to be completed for a VA loan to go through. But in today's real estate market, purchasing a home without a thorough inspection can lead to problems down the road. The VA does caution the veteran homebuyer by having them sign a form in the loan documents that reads as follows: VA does not guarantee the condition of the house which you are buying, whether it is new or previously occupied. VA guarantees only the loan. While not required by VA, it is highly recommended that you hire a qualified home inspector to carefully inspect the home before you purchase. It is your responsibility to be an informed buyer and to assure yourself that what you are buying is satisfactory to you in all respects. Please note that a VA appraisal is not the same as a home inspection. The VA appraiser's role is to provide an opinion of market value, while a professional home inspector is trained to identify real or potential defects in the property. The VA appraisal isn't a property inspection, so it's wise to seek the expert advice of a licensed home inspector before committing to a purchase, especially if you have concerns about the house's condition. Sellers allow you to arrange and pay for a home inspection to avoid future issues and disagreements. But the question is, who should you trust to conduct this inspection? Should you rely on family members like your uncle or cousin who claim to know about properties? What about a handyman? Or should you opt for a certified home inspector? Clearly, when so much is at stake, choosing a certified home inspector is the smartest decision. VA does not have a list of such inspectors, so you'll usually have one recommended to you by your real estate agent. While saving money is important, this is not the area to cut corners. Depending on your location and the size of the home, investing between $300 to $800 for a quality inspection is a wise expenditure. Furthermore, if issues arise, having your cousin inspect the home leaves you with limited options, whereas a professional home inspection company provides a more reliable recourse. Home inspectors are trained to investigate and report problems that are not always visible to the naked eye. So what needs to get inspected? Amongst other things, the electrical system, the roof, the plumbing system, the interior of the home, the foundation, exterior inspection, the HVAC unit, swimming pool. Just like cardiologists specialize in certain areas of medicine, home inspectors have limits too. If they find specific issues like mold, roof problems, or pool cracks, you may need to bring in specialists like a mold inspector, roof inspector, or pool inspector, as their expertise goes beyond what a general home inspector can provide. There are too many issues to list, both hazardous and non-hazardous, which could come up during a home inspection. But mentioning a few will help you see how easy it would be to buy a home without doing your due diligence. Wrong size breakers in the panel of the AC unit or loose wires creating a fire hazard. Possible water penetration in the roof because framers overshot the nails through the shingles and decking. A missing high loop under the sink allowing food from the disposal to be sucked back to your dishwasher. Signs of push or bulging from external pressures on basement walls shown by some cracks at grade level. Scaling indicating some moisture against the walls, exposed live wires on a basement ceiling, missing smoke alarms, water pooling in the crawl space under a house. Buyers often wonder about the duration of a home inspection and whether they should join. Inspections usually last 2 to 4 hours. While it's not mandatory for the buyer to be present, being there can be helpful. Keep in mind that some areas may not be safe for you to access, so make sure the inspector provides a report with color photos for your reference. The home inspection is your way of identifying structural or mechanical problems that may affect your decision to purchase the home. So why do you need an appraisal? Simple answer: the home inspection is for you, the appraisal is for the lender. The VA appraisal. The lender orders an appraisal to protect their financial investment in your home by making sure the home is really worth what you've agreed to pay for it. The appraisal is subjective, not objective. It values a property based on desirability and external factors. For instance, a 3-bedroom bungalow's value isn't just because it's a 3-bedroom bungalow. External factors like a new nearby employer of a lakefront location can increase value. Appraisers consider these factors, called adjustments. For example, a home on a busy street gets a lower value than one in a quiet area. Appraisers also distinguish between price and value. A home sold for $95,000 may have a true market value of $250,000, like if it was sold by a grandmother on her deathbed to her grandson. The market value in the appraiser's report is their professional opinion on the likely price the home would fetch in a normal market, exposed to typical buyers without any unusual factors affecting the sale. Here are the three major components of the appraisal process. 1. The physical inspection. Unlike a home inspection lasting 2 to 4 hours, an appraiser spends around 30 to 45 minutes at the property, taking measurements, conducting visual inspections, and capturing photos of key areas. Remember, the appraiser is not a licensed contractor, home inspector, roof inspector, or any such. The appraisal inspection is more of a visual observation than an analytical investigation. 2. Comparable sales analysis. The appraiser will not only physically inspect the home, but back at the office, spend a good deal of time analyzing available market data surrounding the property. He or she will analyze the sales activity of surrounding homes in the area. Typically, comparable sales can't be older than 3 to 6 months for consideration in the final report. From where does the appraiser gather this data to help determine value? The local multiple listing services, also known as MLS. County public records, sometimes with help from title companies. Conversations with local real estate brokers and even other appraisers. Past experience of completing appraisals in the same area. Visual inspections of other homes in the area. 3. The final appraisal report. So what's in the final document? It's typically over 20 to 25 pages long, so let's just summarize the high points. A street map showing the location of the home and all the comparable sales the appraiser picked. The property's address, tax assessor's parcel number, legal description, age, design, physical characteristics, and neighborhood characteristics. A plat map from county records. An exterior and interior building sketch and floor plans with calculations showing the gross living area. Photographs of all major rooms plus the street scene, front and back of the home, and front of each comparable home used. Some common questions veterans ask include, who orders the appraisal? On a VA loan, your lender orders the appraisal from the VA portal, and the veteran is responsible for the expense. The resulting appraisal report belongs to the veteran. How much do appraisals cost? The VA regulates how much appraisals cost, depending on the region the property is located in. For the most up-to-date fee breakdown, visit www.benefits.va.gov/homeloans, then look for the appraisal fee screen. Do I get a copy of the appraisal report? The answer is yes. The VA requires that the veteran be given a digital copy of the final report. Who else gets to see my appraisal? It's not uncommon for the insurance company writing the homeowner's policy to want to take a peek at your appraisal. The third and last type of inspection you should know about in this tutorial is the pest inspection. Pest inspections cover all wood-destroying pests, not just termites, and pest inspectors are state certified and licensed. Termites can damage wooden floors, creating safety issues, and insurance doesn't cover it. Starting from the foundation, inspectors also look for wood touching soil, a potential problem. There are 3 possible outcomes to a pest inspection. A. No evidence of wood-destroying pests. If this is so, you can get away with regular preventative treatment. B. Evidence of damage. This might involve finding droppings near windows, wood damage, shavings on the ground near the foundation, termite tunnels in wooden beams, or other signs of pests. It means the inspector found property damage likely caused by pests, but didn't find live insects causing the damage. In such cases, it's a good idea to ask the termite company for a 1-year warranty with treatment. C. Evidence of active infestation. This requires immediate remedial treatment. Hopefully, by the time you discover this, you and the seller have determined on the purchase contract who's responsible for fixing the problem. Once completed, the pest inspection report and any written warranties are delivered directly to the settlement agent so as to avoid tampering by any party. The veteran's required to sign the pest inspection report to confirm receipt. Let's look at VA's rules regarding pest inspections. In states labeled by VA as very heavy or moderate to heavy in reference to probability of termite infestation, homes must have a pest inspection completed. These states are shown on your screen. In other states, a pest inspection isn't required per se, but if the appraiser notates something of concern, he or she could call for a pest inspection to be done. Conditions we described earlier as B and C fall under Section 1 on a pest inspection report, i.e. visible evidence of active infestation, infection or conditions that have resulted from infestation or infection, and VA requires such items to be remediated. Section 2 items on a pest inspection refer to conditions that could lead to infestation later, but don't presently indicate an active infestation. Although VA doesn't require such conditions, example dampness on or near wooden structures, to be cleared, a VA underwriter might still call for remedy. Real estate agents often ask, can the veteran pay for repairs called for in the pest inspection? The answer is yes, and that's always been VA's rule. But can the veteran pay for the pest inspection itself? In states that are considered very heavy or moderate heavy, the veteran is allowed to pay for the pest inspection unconditionally. A slightly different rule applies in those other states on that map where VA doesn't require a pest inspection. If a pest inspection is ordered in a transaction in those states, the veteran can pay for it, but when they do, that expense is counted as an origination fee, which falls under a cap equaling 1% of the loan amount. Pest inspections are required on VA loans on purchase transactions and cash-out refinance transactions. We've discussed the 3 major inspections involved in a real estate transaction. Thank you for watching.